Lions, I'm Lauren Harding.
And I'm Atlas Sayre. Welcome back to Open Den. One of our junior Lions, Mary Rose Foster, has made a mark on Reedy on and off the court. Here's Lauren with more.
Although school starts at 9 a.m., Mary Rose is at Reedy by 7. Balancing varsity basketball and academics can be challenging, but Mary Rose does not let the intense AP classes and studying stop her from being in the top 10% academically. With the success she earns, Mary Rose does not only set an example for her classmates, but also for her teammates.
Off the court, Mary Rose helps me with my schoolwork, and she sets a good example because she's already been through her sophomore year.
Mary Rose helps me a lot, just like with schoolwork or any questions that I have, and then also, like I said, she's easy to communicate with, so any advice she gives always, is like good. She's very motivational, she has great leadership skills, she's very easy to communicate with, and she's just like fun to be around.
Mary Rose helps encourage and motivate our team. She's good at overcoming adversity, and she's a great person overall.
For Open Den, I'm Lauren Harding.
As we finish asking Mary Rose the hard-hitting questions, we move on to the streets for another Ask Reedy.
Today's question is, what type of music do you like to listen to and why?
I'll be listening to the classics, Lil Yachty, Bad and Bougie, Migos, Too Much Sauce, Lil Uzi Future, the real talents of today's music generation.
EDM, because it's really fast-paced and kind of just get me motivated and hyped, I guess.
Next question. If you had $1,000 right now, what would you spend it on?
I would buy the school digital clocks for every classroom so that everyone could read a clock, because the ones with hands are hard to read.
To post questions for Ask Reedy, type bit.ly/AskReedy. That's all for now. See you in the next Ask Reedy.
If I had $1,000, I'd probably spend it on golf clubs. Frisco ISD is keeping the spirit of sportsmanship alive through the Frisco ISD ice hockey team. Here's more.
The FISD team helps me meet kids from other schools that play hockey that aren't really at Reedy, but they are just in the FISD school district.
So I did high school hockey because I thought it would be pretty fun, and it was an opportunity to play for all 4 years that I knew I would play for all 4 years for instead of select. I think you have a better experience because you actually do have a chance to go to like a national tournament if you make the highest level team, and you just get a lot more out of it, I think.
A lot of my friends started playing high school just for fun, and I thought I'd join in, and I liked it a lot, so I kept on going.
The experiences we get are really just like meeting a bunch of new people that you don't really see every day, and our team is actually going to nationals, and it's going to be a great experience to be able to play in front of a bunch of like big time scouts and just get out there.
If I did want to play hockey after college, I would believe that high school hockey does build up relationship and teamwork and all that, so definitely. You can also get scouted from high school because that's one thing they look at. It's a national thing, and scouts will obviously look at you with that more than just select or whatever you play.
It's a lot of fun. I get to meet a lot of people from different schools and make new friends.
I guess one of the biggest life lessons I can take from the program and playing hockey is the experiences you get with other people that are outside the school and like people that you could have grown up with too playing hockey. And the experiences we have together are really fun. We usually go to dinner before games and all that. So definitely the experience with kids you might never see again is probably the most valuable life lesson I can take from this.
Now that's one cool story. You know what else is cool? Graduation. In order to graduate, you have to have at least one fine arts credit. Grayson Totharoth has more.
High school students are required to receive at least one fine art credit as part of the graduation plan. Our high school provides plenty of electives that can count as those fine art credits.
Floral design is just it's a class that we offer that deals with the plant side of things. We have basically two classes. One is greenhouse, and the other side is floral. So one side is growing the plants, the other side is actually using those flowers to then make floral arrangements. They make mums for homecoming, and they just learn about the basics of design using plants and flowers and things like that.
Floral design is a full year class where we get to do anything from, we made mums, we have made probably 10 flower arrangements, we do one for every holiday, we make candy bouquets, we do anything from symphony to, right now we're designing our own wedding and designing like special parties. The first day you walk in there, it's hands-on. It's not much notes, it's not much tests, it's hands-on learning and learning from your mistakes.
It's a good art credit because you may not want to be out in front of people, you may not want to be performing, you may not be the best artist, but you can take something that's already made, like flowers and ribbon, things like that, and you can create that into some kind of art project.
This class is considered one of CTE's electives and is in the Food, Agriculture, and Natural Sciences pathway. Another class that students can take is 3D Modeling and Animation, or also known as DGA. But not only does this give you an art credit, it gives you a tech credit as well. Talk about killing two birds with one stone.
So 3D modeling, which is the new name for digital graphics and animation, is a class where you can learn Photoshop as well as 2D and 3D animation techniques. So when you sign up for 3D modeling and animation, it's actually going to be under the fine arts section. It'll show up on your transcript as a fine arts credit, but then you're going to see this W on your transcript, which stands for a technology waiver, which basically states that you have gotten a fine arts credit for this class, and then you got a waiver that says you don't have to take another technology class unless you wish to do so. So taking 3D modeling and animation is really a kind of a neat class because it's a little different than all of the other fine arts avenues. We do draw every day, so you do have to know how to draw or be willing to learn how to draw, because I do start with, if you can draw a circle, you can do this. But it's just different for a different kind of creative outlet in order for you to get your fine arts elective. One of the major projects we do in this class is you have to create a character that we use all throughout the year. And if you are interested in looking at some of the characters, if you go up the B Hall stairs to A Hall, there's a trophy case right there by the exit full of this year's characters, which you are more than welcome to go through and take a look at.
If a tech credit is what you're missing, join us next time and see what classes you can take in order to receive that. Don't forget to take one art credit before graduating, Lions. Reporting for Open Den, I'm Grayson Tothroth.
Keep your eyes open on how to get your tech credit.
That's all from us here at Open Den. I'm Lauren Harding.
And I'm Matt Lasser. Have a great day, Lions.